All right. Am I live? Am I live? I don't know. I got a new setup here. Well, I got an old new setup. I have a different setup, not a new setup. And this is the Mgtow Misfit. Uh how things are going Wednesday episode. I couldn't think of a title, so I just went with that. It's fucking whatever. So I got some good news. If people can hear me out there, I'll check in a minute. I'm just going to go with this because it says stop broadcast, meaning I can stop it, which means that it's going. So, uh, some really good news. Oh, hey, you can't see it. I can't see it on the video. That sucks. Hang on. Wow, you really can't see it. You really cannot even read that. Wow. Interesting. All right, well, whatever. This says man cave, but you can't read it. I can't read it anyway. I'm looking at it right now. I can't read it on the video unless you guys can. I don't know. I went to a gun show and they had man cave signs and I bought one. I was like, cool, I can put that on in the background. But as you can see, I don't know why it looks like the camera's black and white to me. Here, let me put this on. Am I don't know if the microphone's on. Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Is there anybody watching? I have to go find out what the hell's going on. But anyway, all right. But anyway, all right. So this is cool. Hey, what's up, Terminator T800? So I have some good news. The good news is that I have won visitation of my kids. Yes. So and right now it's only supervised visits. Uh, you know, every so often I forget. I'm gonna show. Well, I'm gonna walk through the process that I went through to do this because I did not pay for a lawyer. So, and I had legal representation, but I didn't pay. I had somebody who's new in the law field that, thank God, they're trying to build their reputation. I've already gone over all this, but I'm gonna walk through all this, and I'm probably gonna black out anything that I don't want people to see on the paperwork and show, like, basically you have to go down. What all the lawyer is going to do is what I'm about to tell you. I went down to the court, can't see, don't know where my kids are, but I want to see them. What I'd like to fill out, and I filled out it was like a order for, or it was like I'll get all the actual terminology. I'm going to do a video on what I did to do all this, but I basically filled out. It's like an application, basically name, blah, 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 where the person lives that you want served, and you can serve it yourself. But it's like basically what you're doing is it was like an amendment for. It was like even though I had no visitation because I didn't even know where my kids were. I had to fill out. It was like a some kind of a request, or what I mean, motion. It was a motion for like visitation amendment or whatever like that. And I had to state that I've had no visitation, and I don't, and whatever. And you can either pay the sheriff to deliver the subpoena, or or you can, if you know where that person is. What I did is I found out, thank God, I'm not going to say how or anything. I just found out, you know, I'm not even going to say any details except that I found out where the person would be through certain means, social media, basically, and was able to show up with my legal representation as a witness, so no effery could be pulled. I'm trying not to swear too much, and saying I was harassing or this or that. Which is why it's good to not do this alone. Why it's good to, if you don't have a lawyer, to, if you know how to, at least have a witness with you when you do all this stuff. So anyway, my point being is, you know, the mother was in contempt for like 5 months. She was given to even just tell my kids who I was, and she would not do that, which makes me suspect that I'm going to find out stuff that I might not necessarily want to know, right? You know, and I'm just going to take it in stride or whatever. But generally, I got supervised visits right now just because she's in contempt and didn't follow through with the judge's demands for her to. Oh, Braille sent me a voice message. Braille Merchant. I should have an intermission on this video, actually. And I am cooking some food right now, and I didn't plan to make a huge video. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm super stoked. I'm going to meet my kids. I'm going to meet my 2 sons, okay? And I had a, I mean, I'm going to go through a whole, like I said, I'm going to make I'm going to do like a whole live podcast and talk about in depth what I did. Didn't have to pay any lawyers. But I want to tell you that I did pay a lawyer. My parents paid a lawyer at one time, and she took $3,000 from my parents and then told my parents there was nothing she could do, based on some stuff through word of mouth that DCF told me that I found out later in court. The judge said there was no record of, which was me waiving my rights. The DCF told me that I had to take my kids right away, which I couldn't because of my current situation. I didn't have the space, didn't have the money. You know what I mean? And so and they were like, well, you got to take them now or waive your rights. And I was like, well, you know, you're gonna have to give them back to the mom or whatever. You know, I was like, or adopt them out to a good family, because there's nothing I can do. I can't take them. You can't just thrust them on me right now. So I thought I waived my rights. Guess what? Never did waive. They told me that. The Department of Children and Family, you know, the child services in my town, told me I waived my rights. And then I told the lawyer that. And then the lawyer, I think, used that as me telling her that I shouldn't even have said that, probably. But you know, you want to be frank with your lawyer and tell him everything, right? I think the lawyer, a female lawyer, I'm going to tell you another detail about her in a minute, used that remark that I made to either not do anything or just to, and let me believe that, and then take my parents' money and not do anything, basically. And then I found out that same lady represented another guy who was, you know, got gypped by the courts, told just, you know, yeah, you'll get visitation, just waive your rights, and we'll get, you know, and you can work it out. You know what I mean? And he waived his rights and didn't get custody, or, you know, you can get visitation. You don't have to have custody. That's what they wrangled. That's how they wrangled my friend. Same lawyer. So I'm going to, you know, try to figure that out and see if I can get that money back from my parents. But, that's all. If not, you know, if not, who cares? That's a whole nother story. I'm just telling you how fathers and males are taken advantage of. Another thing I wanted to talk about is why all women are like that. And I'm going to give you the real reason why all women are like that. Or one of the real indicators, not the real reasons why. I'm going to give you one of the real indicators of why all women are like that. Is it just feminists that use no-fault divorce? Nope. Is it just feminists that make false allegations against their husbands to win the house and the kids and throw them in jail? Nope. Is it, you know what I'm saying? Is it just feminists in porn? Is it just, you know what I'm saying? Is this all just feminists doing all this stuff? Nope. It's all women taking advantage of this stuff. It's not just feminists getting married, saying they're they're not loved and the husband's at work all day and they're bored and not, so they want a divorce, and using no fault divorce, and or getting caught cheating and using no fault divorce and restraining orders because the husband's mad to keep him away from his kids in his own house. It's not just feminists doing all this. It's your every it's all women. All women are doing this stuff. And that's the real reason why all women are like that. I thought I'd throw that little tidbit in for you. That's the real indicator, not the reason. That's the real indicator why all women are like that in this day and age. And you are a sucker. You are literally mentally ill if you get married, in my opinion, in this day and age, especially through a court with papers and if you're inviting. I'm telling you, you literally have a mental illness now if you walk into that trap now. I mean, it's so painfully obvious. So anyway, that's my little update. And I don't know how this equipment is horrible. I got a new, my other laptop just suddenly shit the bed, and I got this thing now, and it's not really cool. And I mean, it's just for temporary. I'll have to get a better computer or something, but for now, this is what I got. It's like an even older laptop than the one I just had. I can't. It doesn't tell me how many people are watching on this display. Usually, at least, I don't even know how many people are in here right now. Hey, all, what's up, LaShawn? I just wanted to let you guys know that I mean, I'm really stoked, man, that I'm gonna actually meet my kids, and I'm gonna show all the paperwork. I want to document this because when people don't believe me, people always say I'm lying or that I'm, not telling the whole story. When I tell them, hey, I'm a, I'm a good guy, work my whole, I'm a good guy, worked my whole life, stayed out of trouble, no criminal record. You know what I'm saying? If that's not a good guy, then nobody's a good guy. If you're working full time, if you're a guy who's worked like your whole adult life, pay your way, you know what I mean? No criminal records, stay out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if that type of guy is not a good guy, then nobody's a good guy. And I try to tell people, I use myself as an example to show young men, look, I am a good man, hardworking, decent looking guy, no criminal record. I'm basically a full grown Boy Scout, which of course is viewed as being weak nowadays, unfortunately. And I'm getting way off topic, but I'm just letting I want this documented so that I have to keep remember staying on track, remembering what I'm talking about here. I want this all documented though, so I can be like when I'm debating people here on YouTube that are like, "Oh, you're a liar," this and that. Oh, really? Here's the link to this video where I'm showing the court documents of the whole, everything I'm saying is all documented. It's all 100% true. Not making any of this up. I'm making myself a living example right out there, like a showcase of how good men are screwed over and screwed out of their children these days. And nobody can debate it, unless you can. I'm not a druggie. I'm not a lazy, dirty, uh, grungy, lazy, homeless person that wants to do drugs and not work. You know what I mean? I'm a full grown, hardworking man, pay taxes, try to obey the laws as much as possible, stay out of trouble, stay out of jail, no record whatsoever. And I'm basically, I'm treated like a deadbeat dad by the mother. I'm treated like you would treat a deadbeat father. You know what I mean? It's an abusive. Like, I'm treated by the mother like you would be treated like an abusive deadbeat father that like comes home drunk and beats the kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. By the mother, and by the courts, they were just kind of in, by the child services and courts, they're just all indifferent. So if that's the standard, that and men want to put up with that, then you get you get everything you put up with. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to be a father in this day and age, you know what I mean? And I don't even know. I've just won basically visitation. I still haven't gotten the case taken care of for shared custody yet, and I still haven't found out what kind of effery I'm gonna find out now as I actually learn about where my kids have been, what they've been going through. Do they know that their mother's been getting my child support, or and still are they going without stuff even though their mother's getting child support from me? I have to find all this stuff out now. I mean, this whole journey is just beginning. You have no idea. I mean, I'm going to tell my kids, I don't want you to be upset about any of this. I don't want you to let it affect your education or your schooling. There's nothing that can be done about it. And don't be bitter. I'm going to tell them, just let this be a lesson to you of the way things basically are today. And I'm going to be like, and I just want to let you know that I'm your real dad and I'm here. If I can possibly help you, I will. You know, that's basically what I'm going to say when I meet them. You know, that's basically it. What's up, Taran or Taryn? And that's about it. So, you know, I'm in the middle of cooking dinner. I mean, I would stay longer. You know, I'm going to start doing some more I'm going to continue to do podcasts. Don't worry. Trust me. I'm not going to stop doing this. I like having a platform where I can discuss this stuff with people who actually give a flying F, you know what I mean, about what's going on in the real world and who aren't, you know, just enjoying the taxpayer paid for millionaire and billionaire sports, you know, circuses that are going on. I'm pretty upset that billionaires are getting rich off of football, and they don't even do anything, just fucking sit around and take tax dollars. You know, your little sports hobbies are costing, you know, our country a lot, you know, costing states and cities and towns a lot of taxpayer dollars, by the way. Can't just go play football in the park. We got to pay fucking fuckheads. Now I'm getting upset. We got to pay fucking dummies millions of dollars to chase balls around. So anyway, before I get ranting, this has already turned into a rated R show. So yeah, not a fan of going to court, right? And I'm gonna have to go to court some more. It's ongoing. I've one visitation, but it's still ongoing. Imagine if I had to pay lawyers. Imagine if somebody didn't show me and help me and go with me as a witness too. Like I said, you don't necessarily want to do this alone. You want witnesses with you. When you're alone, people can say anything about you. You know what I mean? I had to serve the subpoena myself. I paid the sheriff to serve one. I don't think it ever even got there because we didn't know exactly where she was living. I had to do it somewhere else. So I had to serve her somewhere else where I found out she was. So my point being is this is the type of stuff, man, that you know, and I still have to go to court. It's not over yet. It's already been 6 months. It's not like I'm just a father. Hey, I'm the father. All right. Yep. I'll take my kids now. Thank you for the weekend. Nope. Doesn't even work like that. You're like, oh, if you're a good guy and you want to see your kids. Nope. Doesn't work like that. Well, you must have done something wrong. Nope. Doesn't work like that. Well, you know, guys are beating their kids. I'm not beating what their women. The woman's abusive. Actually, the woman punched me in my face and lost the kids for abuse. So no, it doesn't work like that either. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting everybody know it doesn't work like that. Nope, doesn't work like that. Go have kids. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work the way you think it works in your little head and what they tell you in the schools, where if you're a good person, everything just works out and women are to treat you nice. No, that's not how it works. Letting everybody know it doesn't work like that. I know. I know. I can't even think about sports right now. I'm like finally going to meet my kids. I'm finally going to meet my children, Taryn. What have you been up to, LaShawn? Yeah, thanks, LaShawn. Congrats is right. I'm going to pat myself on the back. You know, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm going to do butter shot. I'm drinking some butterscotch shots. All right, I gotta take care of dinner. So cheers, and thanks for watching. And I will be back again soon with more updates. Mgtow Misfit, I'm out.